I still remember my school and college days where there were teachers whom I really liked, and there were some teachers whom I cannot sit in the periods, or even I could go for a nap during the particular periods. It was only because of the reason that how they deliver the knowledge. The percentage of teachers I liked was only because of the reason that rather than delivering the knowledge, it was creating an impact on me as a student. So in this video, I'm going to share you some of the best qualities that a good teacher need to possess. So grab your notepad with pens and papers and take a lot of notes. So before going into the top qualities, let me first break it down. What are the foundations that needs to be set for a great teacher? The first important aspect is digital revolution. Each and every teacher should make in mind that we are living in an era of digital revolution. The platforms for sharing knowledge are numerous as compared to before. So it could be as if like a YouTube videos like this, it could be as reels form that you see on Instagram, or it could be webinars or master classes that happens online. So it's the duty of each and every teacher to get adapted to the new skills within the new era so that they can showcase the best to the students. The second important concept is it's not important that what you teach, but it's more important that how you teach, how you engage with your students, how you give the students an opportunity that the students feel that it's not no more a one-way communication channel, it's a two-way communication channel that's getting engaged with them. The third important concept is nothing but creating greater engagements. Gamifications, we used to tell it up in our training methodology. So that student never feels that studying is a form of ordering to them. Studying is not a form of making commitments to themselves. So that's it will be very easy for student perspective also to take in, to grab knowledge, to reproduce knowledge in an entirely different manner of how he's going to apply in his practical life. So now directly been going to what are the qualities that a good teacher should possess. The first important quality is that simplify the concepts. It is very important in today's era that how simply you can convey the message to students. When you tell something called a catalyst as something that can speed up the reaction, the student should get a envisioning that what a catalyst should be. Or if you are telling Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square, the student should get a clear-cut picture that how he can apply the practical knowledge in his day-to-day life, so that it will be much more easy for the students to grab the knowledge. So it can just elevate the student's role from just by-hearting and reproducing from understanding and reproducing, and thereby can create a greater impact in students' life. The second important quality that a great teacher should possess is that walk the talk. The teacher should always well-versed in the subject so that teacher can relate with the practical examples from the day-to-day life, so that it becomes very easy for the students to memorize, to recollect what has been taught in the class, and it takes very less time for the student to prepare for the examinations. Thereby teacher is making expectation that teacher is making it a golden triangle of success, I used to say, when learning the things, it's doing and teaching the things. So in the digital era, it's been very important that someone grabbing information and reproducing is not going to work anymore. How the information is going to work is in a manner that the teachers who are actually implementers, the mentors who are actually implementers in their life, they are going to showcase the results. So it's very important for the teacher to experience before one sharing to the knowledge, or on a plan how the particular session can be explained to the particular class or crowd of students. The third important quality is that master the subject. Grabbing a lot of information and just reproducing is not going to work in the market anymore. The depth that the teacher goes into the particular subjects can make a greater impact in the student's life, so that student automatically remembers actually what's been taught. During my college days, there was a period called thermodynamics. I still remember what the teacher taught me that day. What is thermodynamics, how we explain what the concepts. I was able to understand what the concepts are. So it's a form of greater impact to the students than just reproducing the knowledge. The fourth important quality of a great teacher is to have a bigger mission. Rather than just reproducing, rather than just mugging up all the data and just making it for the students, each and every teacher should have a greater mission for the students. The teacher should be intended to see the results within the student. Teacher should reproduce the knowledge in a manner that it's going to have a greater result for my students, irrespective of what the knowledge is. And thereby, teacher wakes up every day how they can serve the student better, so that a greater student-teacher relation will be developed and greater results will be automatically be reproduced in their lives. And the fifth important quality is that create engagement. Create engagement rather than always making a one-way process. Give the students also a chance to reproduce what they have been studied, what they have been good at, how they can create impact, how they can treat the journey of studying as a greater companion within them, so that it can create a ripple effect within the students, that they will go for greater research and development within them. Automatically they will come to teachers that is there a possibility of doing this rather than applying this particular solution, so that both as well as the student as well as the teacher will create ripple effects in the society. The next quality that a great teacher should possess is that teacher should be tactically skilled. Great teacher should have a ground knowledge of what is going to be taught in the class, of how it can be made more relatable in the class, rather than giving a conceptual clarity or conceptual knowledge to the student. But the teacher should have a blend of conceptual clarity as well as tactical knowledge, so that it will be very easy for the students to get in what has been actually been taught, what is the message that's going to get conveyed, thereby producing greater results in students' life. The next important quality that a great teacher should possess is that they should be the owners of great tough love. The teacher should not only possess a great smile within them. When the students are going out of track, when the students are moving out from their success line, the teacher should be well enough to show the tough love, to make the students interact, to make the process interact, to show that the success line, this is the desired success lines for you to achieve your success. The next important quality that a great teacher should possess is that ability to use the right media. Depending upon the topics, depending upon the areas, the teacher should be modeled to use how I would be able to communicate this particular knowledge. For example, during my school days, there was AV rooms, audio-visual rooms, in which it had given a better clarity of the languages. During languages classes, we will be taken to audio-visual rooms, and as well as during the science classes also we were being taken, so that it gives up clarity that what has been actually been taught. Once the lesson I have been taught, certain hours will be dedicated for the audio-visual rooms, in which we visualize what's actually happening, so that it will be very easy for them to understand. And final authority should be given to the teachers, so that teachers can make an understanding that how the portions need to be taught, rather than in just completing the chapters. Next, going into the last quality of a great teacher is that deliver results for the students. The teacher should walk into the classes with a motive that how they are going to impact the students. Rather than just grabbing the information from the textbook, the teacher should make into a point that how this information is going to make a greater effect for my students, so that it will create much higher ladders of success within them. The actual reputation for a teacher comes not in the mark sheets, but actually how their particular students are creating impact in the society, how they're making their roles in the society, how they're positioning themselves in the society makes them a great teacher. If you wanted to know who are the great teachers, just go to the students and ask them. They'll rightly tell who are the great teachers for them. So these are the great qualities that a great teacher should possess. And if you're a teacher or a coach or a consultant who is just hearing me, just go into the phase and just super finish what all are things that needs to be polished, so that it can create greater results for your students. It can create a greater connection with your students, and as a result, it can create a greater impact within yourself, that you are leading a great and true life to your highest potential. So that's it. So if you like this particular video, just press the like button, and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, just press the subscribe button, and see you in my upcoming videos. So wishing you only the best. This is Eldo George Varghese signing off. Bye bye.